Hello there, gang, and hopefully welcome back. It's the second part of Good News where we are going to talk about everything but action figures. So, movies, TV, video games, comic books, pro wrestling, cosplay, customs, and all points in between. So let's not stand on ceremony, Mr. Wayne. Let's talk about them. First up, the Super Mario Bros. Movie has been seen by critics and most folks aren't too impressed. It's been getting very, very mixed reviews, but most people have been saying that there's just not much to it. It's a whole bunch of Nintendo references and it's pretty. That's all it really has going. And my instant defense to that, where I would read these articles and go like, hey, but hang on. I'd say, hey, it's just a kid's movie, just you're allowed to just have fun with it. But then I also thought, yeah, but Puss in Boots just came out and that's a kid's movie and it's phenomenal with an insane amount of stuff that adults and kids can enjoy on different levels. Really clever. And that was hardly breaking the mold because Pixar and all sorts of other really good studios have made kids movies that are clever and smart and can appeal to older audiences. And it sounds like Mario didn't necessarily go down that route. So that's a little bit disappointing that maybe there's not much to it. That doesn't dampen my excitement though. I'm still really excited to go see it and just see all the wonderful, fun, bright, colourful Nintendo nostalgia. I'm down to clown with this movie. Even if it's not going to be a groundbreaking cinematic masterpiece, it'll hopefully be a good time. And sometimes, well, that's all you need. And on to something completely different, Joker 2 has officially wrapped filming, and to kind of mark the occasion, they've released 2 more promo images, one of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, and of course, another of Joaquin Phoenix as the eponymous Joker himself. Nothing else to report about that, just wanted to show you the pictures. I think they look kind of cool, very much looking forward to this movie. Let's move on to the next segment. And oh boy, what a segment, or at least what a movie to talk about, Extraction 2. Have you seen the first Extraction? It was a direct Netflix movie, no big cinema release, but it was a really good, solid, intense action movie. But after watching it, I was like, that was good. I don't know if I need any more Extraction though. And then I just watched the trailer for Extraction 2, where Chris Hemsworth single-handedly beats the living bejesus out of the entire Eastern European mafia with flaming arms. Yes! I am so down for this movie. I am so hype. This looks incredible. If you haven't seen it, go and watch the Extraction 2 trailer. It's all done in the style of a single camera shot. Obviously, it's not, but it's so cleverly done to look like that. And it's just Chris Hemsworth kind of back from the dead, because he pretty much did die at the end of the first movie, but they teased that he might still be alive. Well, he was. And now he's back and there's someone that he needs to extract, and he's going to probably John Wick style murder everyone in his path in order to do it with flaming fists. Oh, it's so hype. I'm really excited. Another movie that I'm quite hyped and excited for is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and they've released a whole bunch of posters to go with it. So this isn't showing you anything that you don't already know. It's the cast of Galaxy of the Guardians. You know that movie, Galaxy of the Guardians? That's like Transmorphers and, those direct to blockbuster rip-off movies. Galaxy Guardians! You know what I'm saying. The posters look kind of fun. I'm really looking forward to this movie. I hope it's good, because I feel like we keep getting false starts with Disney where I think, okay, we're back on track, and then it's not. I thought Multiverse of Madness was going to be, okay, return to form. No. And then, of course, I thought Quantumania, all right, finally, we're going to get... Oh, no, that was really bad. So this time, it's definitely going to be good. But hey, look, it's the third part of the James Gunn trilogy. We've got a proven track record. Come on, man. Let's stick the landing. Over on the small screen, Mandalorian Season 3 continues to keep on trucking. I haven't seen any episodes from it yet. I would like to. I enjoyed The Mandalorian, and it seems that they've thrown in a few guest stars here and there, the most recent episode having Lizzo and Jack Black. And I don't know what to kind of make of this too much, because we had Sasha Banks in the previous season, which again was fine, it was inoffensive, but it feels a little bit like stunt casting just to get more eyeballs, and I feel like Star Wars is in danger of turning into the Muppet Show, where it's just, who's going to be on this week? What celebrities are we going to see interact with our wacky characters? And it's like, I feel like it might be becoming something that it's not. So this might be an interesting trend to watch, It's like, are we going to get some big dramatic Star Wars moment with Luke Skywalker or something? And it's like, oh look, it's Will Ferrell. I don't know. I'm glad that I'm not overly invested in Star Wars, but I still want to see it be good. And I'm not saying that Jack Black and Lizzo turning up was bad. I'm just saying it could be the start of something that gets a little bit out of hand. Kind of like model behavior. So, yeah, that remains to be seen. Speaking of remaining to be seen, smooth transition there, Dave. Adult Swim has a new Superman cartoon TV show. Didn't know about this at all, but they've just released a trailer for it. It's My Adventures of Superman. So I'm not sure what the My might refer to. Maybe it's from the perspective of Lois Lane or Jimmy Olsen, where Superman is the main character that you follow, but you're following him through someone else's eyes and perspective. That's what I'm trying to say there. But the animation looks very pretty, reminds me of Invincible style. And hey, look, if it's like Invincible but without the gore, that's great, because just more like that. Yes, please. Thank you, sir. May I have another? So watch this space. That might be a good show. Over in comic books now, something that's really cool I just wanted to share. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it already. Alex Ross has done a remake. We've had enough movie and video game remakes. Now we're getting comic book cover remakes. Actually, what am I saying? Those have been a thing for decades. Regardless, Alex Ross has done the full X-Men #1 image that was made up of 5 different comic books all put together. Alex Ross has reinterpreted that in his own beautiful, one-of-a-kind type painted style. And it looks amazing. It just look at it. I mean, I'm going to add some words, but you don't need them. But you know me, I can't stand silence. It's just, that's when you start to hear the voices. So yeah, bask upon the glory that is Alex Ross's beautiful reinterpretation of X-Men #1, originally done by Jim Lee. I use Chef's Kiss a lot, but that is Chef's Kiss. And it's not the first time he's done one of these big ensemble pieces. He also did an amazing Avengers one to celebrate the 80th, 70th anniversary. Spider-Man just celebrated 60. So is it 60 for Avengers as well? I don't know. Either way, it was a big anniversary and he made a big-ass picture to celebrate it, and it looked beautiful. Now I got to try and find a canvas of one of those. Could you imagine that? Yeah, that'd be amazing. Over in your regular comic books, Kitty Pryde has a new ninja costume. Just thought I'd want to share it. It's kind of cool, like Ninja Shadowcat. She has like sort of a ninja-y kind of background and training, so they're sort of delving more into that with giving her the full-on ninja kind of look. I think it's kind of cool. Kitty Pryde has had a lot of different images over the years, and she's someone who, whenever I try to think, like, what is the quintessential Kitty Pryde look, and I'm like, I don't know. She's had a few, and this one, that's kind of cool. Marvel have shown some new images of their upcoming Silk ongoing series, and I like the character of Silk. I think she's got a cool design. Her backstory's a little bit weird, but I think they're doing this. I'm just little Dave speculating here, because of course we're supposedly getting a Sony Silk TV show coming up in the next year or so, which, is a bit of an outside-the-box sort of decision, but hey, occasionally those outside-the-box decisions yield good results. So I guess Marvel want to keep her at the forefront as well. Apparently there's going to be a lot of Spider-Verse type stuff going on there. Me personally, I'm kind of sick of Spider-Verses and multiverses, and I'm kind of done with that now, but hey, if you're a Silk fan, you're going to enjoy this. If you're not a Silk fan, you might be eventually, because I think she's going to get a big monster push in the next year or so. You know one comic book that I'm sort of half reading at the moment on Marvel Unlimited? Ghost Rider. I've always been a Ghost Rider fan, but I don't keep up with it too closely. But I might have to start, just because this week Ghost Rider 13 came out, and it looks like on the cover we've got a Ghost Rider Weapon X type mashup thing, and just wanted to show you the picture. I think that looks wicked. Hasbro occasionally will just decide, you know what? We're going to make a random Marvel Legend of some alternate costume or something. You make this? I would have no problem with that. Sometimes I see some figures and I'm like, why did you bother with that? If you made something that looked like this guy, I'd part with my money for that. I just thought it was really cool. Wanted to share it with you. Over to pro wrestling news now, and oh my goodness, of all the times to move to Japan and then have AEW announce that not only are they going to bring a super show to the UK, but that super show is going to be all in. And not only that, but it's going to take place at Wembley freaking Stadium. This is cuckoo bananas bonkers, okay? So wrestling fans, you'll know that Wembley Stadium housed SummerSlam 1992, which was the biggest pro wrestling event the UK ever saw. WWE in the UK was at its peak at the time. 82,000 people packed Wembley to see the British Bulldog defeat Bret the Hitman Hart for the IC title. That is honestly, when you talk about things that just stick in the cultural zeitgeist of pro wrestling, that is a huge one. And Tony Khan is like, I can do that. And oh, God bless him, I hope he can do. I am so... I'm gutted I can't be there. I would have paid silly money. Really silly money for front row tickets, because I'm like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. But you know what? The silly money, I draw the line when it comes to flying across the world for it. That's a bridge too far. But it's going to be, I mean, 82,000, give or take, is a crazy amount. I don't know if they're going to be able to fill it. It's possible. But they'll need a massive main event. You're going to have your biggest stars right at the forefront. And a British star as well. Maybe there are no super huge British stars like the British Bulldog back in the day. Will Ospreay is probably your biggest British star. But again, he's very niche. Like, he's a massive pro wrestling celebrity, but only within the confines of pro wrestling. To your average Joe, not so much. So I think they might need to have a CM Punk on board to fill Wembley Stadium. And if anything's going to make people put their differences aside, it would be packing out a near 100,000 seater stadium in England. That is a moment of a lifetime. I won't be there in person, but man, August 27th, I cannot wait to see what that's like. Over in Cosplay Corner, want to give a big shout out to the real Lisa Mancina. I love doing Cosplay Corner because I really don't have to say too much. The pictures just kind of sort of speak for themselves. And hey, look, yes, of course, I love the creativity. I love the work, the effort, the artistry that goes into it. But also, I love the fact that by doing Cosplay Corner, directing you to go and check out other artists and creatives and support what they do, it allows me to put a really attractive looking picture in the thumbnail, and that does help, and I can justify it by actually making a segment out of it. You're literally seeing behind the music here. This is how the business of YouTube works. All right, people. Okay, you think dignity and integrity is what gets you to the top of the YouTube landscape? It ain't. It's clickbait, baby. And I'm going to keep on doing that. Hey, you're lucky I'm not even more clickbaity. I could get totally worse. Just you wait. Nah, I'm kidding you. But her photos are fantastic. So, yeah, go give her a follow. And look forward to the thumbnail. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. Thank you so much for watching. And comment below, let me know if it's worth breaking up the video like that. Doing action figures first, then everything else second. Or if I should just combine them together and have done with it. I think the numbers will speak for themselves. It's going to be really interesting to see how that all unfolds. But gang, thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can do by going over to patreon.com/displaying-model-behaviour, tossing a couple of bucks my way to help keep the lights on, or you can get yourself a channel membership. And with both of those, you can watch all the exclusive videos, including my deep dive into the X-Men animated series, where we do commentary for all the episodes. Forgot what I was going to say there. And then I talk about all the action figures that are represented on the TV show as well. It's a great time. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Gang, thank you so much for watching. I hate Shilling, but like I said, this is behind the music. You find out what goes into these things. It's a lot of clickbait and shilling. That's model behavior, and that's a new t-shirt slogan. Model behavior, clickbait and shilling. Gang, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I amused myself. Keep displaying model behavior. And folks, that does it for Good News for today, and yeah, that's it. I don't know where I was going with that. Let's try that again. Cup of coffee. Big time.